Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be testing out the entire L'Oreal Infallible line. So I have the foundation, concealer, and powder. So I'm going to be testing all of it together today. I'm so very excited because I've actually already tried L'Oreal products before, but I have never tried this particular line. And when I saw Heart Evangelista review it, I was like, you know what, maybe I should try it out. Lately I've just been on a makeup slump. I've just been using the same products over and over again, and then I figured, you know what, it's time for me to try something new, venture out into new products. So that's basically what I'm doing today. And speaking of new, if you guys are new here, if this is the first video you're watching of mine, welcome, and I would really love it if you would subscribe, ring the bell, like, and comment on this video, and of course to join my giveaway. I'm giving away a bunch of stuff, so I hope you guys can join my giveaway. And my face is actually very ready. My bare face is ready for some makeup. So let's start this L'Oreal Infallible review video. I did my eyes and brows off camera and my skin is ready to be on that level, so I'm gonna start it off with the foundation. So this is the foundation we're gonna be using. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Foundation. So it is full coverage and weightless feel. That's what it claims to have, and I am in the shade 308 Sun Beige. I'm gonna put a little bit on my hands. Wow, this looks like a whipped type of foundation. It's not super liquidy, but it's not super creamy either. It looks more like a mousse. So on this side, I'm gonna put it on with a beauty blender and see how that goes. So far, so good. I am really liking how this looks on my face. I think it was so easy to blend out. I didn't even use that much product and it really covered a lot. I really just tried to do half of my face and I really like how it applied with the sponge. So now let's try the other side with a brush. There is definitely more coverage when you use a brush, but using a sponge also gives you a smoother application to it, so it's basically up to you what you want to do. I guess for this one it makes more sense to apply it initially with a brush and then go over it with a sponge later. I think that will give you a really flawless finish, but overall I'm actually really loving the foundation. I love how it feels. It was so easy to blend out. It doesn't have a weird smell. If you compare my right side to my left side, you can kind of see a bit of a difference. The right side has a more light coverage and this one has more of a mid coverage, and I actually even used less product on this side, but for some reason there's so much more coverage, and that's basically what the brush does. The brush actually doesn't absorb as much product as a sponge does, so that's basically what happened here. So here, this one actually has smoother coverage versus this one that has more coverage. So I think the best thing to do is to apply it first with a brush and then go over it with a sponge so that you have full coverage, but also at the same time a really smooth coverage for your face. I am really loving this foundation on my skin right now. It looks really good and it feels so great. It feels light. It feels like second skin. It doesn't feel like I put a lot of product, even though I know I did, and it also looks really good. I love the look of it, I love the feel, and also the coverage. I mean, with one layer, this is pretty good. You basically get medium coverage with one layer, and I'm pretty sure this is buildable. I'm actually really loving how my skin is feeling right now. It feels so silky and smooth and light, and I really love that feeling. I love makeup products that make you feel like you're actually not wearing makeup, and that is exactly what I am feeling right now, and it feels like my skin is so much better than it actually is. I'm really impressed with this foundation and I cannot wait to try on the concealer, so that is up next. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer in the shade Natural Rose. That is a big applicator, so I'm just gonna put a few dots here. That is a big dot, and here as well. The same as a while ago, I'm going to be using my sponge on the right side and my brush on the left side. My under eyes look exactly the same, so I don't think there's much of a difference if you use a sponge versus the brush. I did take so much less time using this one. It's just way faster to blend it out using this versus this one, so I would definitely stick with this one. Now I'm gonna apply it to the rest of my T-zone. So I usually put down here, here, over here, also on my forehead, and around my nose. This concealer feels so good and it looks so good. It even has a brightening effect to my face. I feel like my face is now, you know, really lifted, and it not only looks really good, but it feels so good. I know I even put too much, especially here around my nose area, but I was able to blend it out, and it still looks and feels really good, really light, even though I know I put a lot. So that's really great, and I am so impressed with how this looks and how this feels, and it even has a smell to it. It smells really good. It smells like there's perfume in it or something, and it's such a pleasant smell. I really love it, and wow, I can't believe that this concealer is really good. And I also really like the coverage. Of course, it's buildable coverage, so that's really great, but it's also so easy to blend out, so easy to use. So I am so happy with this, and I can't wait to top it all off with the powder. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte 16-Hour Powder in the shade True Beige. So let's see. I actually dropped this a while ago, so I'm really hoping it isn't broken. Okay, awesome. Everything is good. I'm gonna apply this with a brush. I don't know if the camera picked it up, but I actually only put powder on the right side of my face, so I'm not quite sure if you guys can see the difference, but I only put powder right here, and this one is basically just how it was earlier, and I really do see a difference. The right side of my face actually looks smoother, more blurred out, which I think is really great. And of course, it is more matte, but it's not super matte that it feels drying. It's just the perfect balance of matte and a little bit of dewiness. Actually, there's not a lot of dewiness, but it just looks matte, but the healthy kind of matte, if that makes sense. So I really like this powder. Applying it with this brush was also really easy. It blended out so well, and I didn't even think that I would see a big difference, but it actually does make a bit difference when you apply powder and when you don't. And wow, this one really finished off the skin really well, and it feels so silky. Even silkier than it did a while ago. I mean, this one, it also feels silky, but also sticky and more moist, I guess. So I guess the matte part of this powder is really working, and wow, that's all I can say. Let me just finish off this side of my face. This is it. This is the full effect of the foundation, concealer, and powder from the L'Oreal Infallible line. I really love this. I love how my skin looks, how it feels, even how it smells. It's just wow. I am so happy that I bought all these products because I love every single one. I love all three. It just looks really great, and it feels so good, and it was so easy to blend out, and also a little goes a long way with all of these products. I noticed that when I put just a little bit, it really has so much coverage. Like, it can cover a lot of your face, which is really great, which means everything you buy, it's gonna last you a long time, and I'm so excited for that. So now I'm gonna see how this plays on with the other stuff that I usually use in my everyday makeup routine. So I'm gonna start out with my Coco Collection face palette. So I'm gonna do my contour. Now I'm gonna add blush and some highlight. This is my finished look. I basically used all of my day-to-day products with these new products, and it just applied really well, really smoothly. I had no problems whatsoever, so that's really great because sometimes products don't really mesh well together, so it's great that this one does. So overall, I am super happy with all of the L'Oreal Infallible products that I have. I think I'm gonna put it in my everyday makeup routine now. I don't use foundation a lot. I don't use it every day, so probably I will now, just because this one doesn't feel as heavy as my other foundations do. I'm actually really happy that I found this, because usually my everyday look, I just do concealer because I don't like the heavy feeling of foundation along with concealer. But this one doesn't feel heavy at all. It feels really light, and I had no problem applying it whatsoever. It doesn't tug on the skin or anything, and it just feels so good, and it looks really good. I'm just so happy with these products. I definitely recommend this to you guys. Now, as for the long-lasting wear of these products, I haven't really tested that out, but maybe I'll do a separate video on that. Let me know what you guys think. Do you want to see a video of me testing out just how long this makeup can last on me? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will do it if you guys want to see it. So that's basically it for the video. So this entire L'Oreal Infallible line, I definitely recommend it to you guys. Try it out, see for yourself if it works for you. Definitely it works for me. I love how it looks. I love how it feels. It is so amazing, and I'm so happy that I discovered it. So that's basically it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys on my next one. Mwah!